What it do, YouTube? It's your boy again, Chris, here back with some more Chris Wrestling views. You guys, today I'm going to be doing the Smackdown review of tonight. Smackdown just went off about 8 minutes ago, my time. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the rundown on everything that happened. Even though if you did watch it, I would like for you all to listen to my point of view about this show. So let's get down to it. The opening started, of course, with Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, and Jey Uso finally came back on TV after being gone for like 3 to 4 weeks now. They come out, the crowd start chanting "You suck" to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns talks about beating Kevin Owens and how, he's the tribal chief and Edge disrespecting him. And also he talked about Edge winning the Rumble. And say Edge is disrespecting his family, of course. And he's saying also that Edge was disrespecting him by making him wait until Edge's theme song hit. And then Roman Reigns tell Paul Heyman to have Edge to come out. And Paul Heyman had requests from one of the guys that can reach to the back or whatever to have Edge come out, but Edge wasn't there. So Roman Reigns was thinking that Edge was playing games, but Roman Reigns started getting mad, and then he said Roman said, "I'm going to give you to the end of the night to give me a decision." And so he wanted a decision by the end of the night. So goes on commercial, comes back on. Let me get my thoughts about that. Roman Reigns, he really wants a WrestleMania opponent. He really wants that WrestleMania payday. And will Edge challenge? Because, on Raw and SmackDown, we seen on Raw that, that Sheamus laid out Drew McIntyre, and then Kevin Owens laid out Roman Reigns. You can see that. Except in NXT, you didn't see Pete Dunne or Finn Balor lay one another out then. So Ed could choose Roman Reigns, or you can choose Finn Balor, but it just all depends. But I would love to see I would love to see Finn Balor, choose, younger. Or not Finn Balor. I would love to see Edge choose a younger talent to compete against, but be easy in the match, so Edge won't have that injury once again. So the first match was Dominik versus King Corbin. Dominik and Mysterio it was Dominik with Rey Mysterio. So he comes out and everything. King Corbin attacks both of them. King Corbin throws Rey Mysterio off the entrance ramp down onto the floor. Ray and Dominik, Ray start hopping back to the ring. Watching Dominik's match, of course. And so Ray ends up getting under the ring and then holding the leg of King Corbin, as when Dominik goes around for like a 619 to the back of the head, and then ends up hitting a frog splash for the win. So on that match, I have to give it a 3.7. Even though they had to do it a different way, they pulled one of the Eddie Guerrero moves, the I lie, I cheat, I steal type moves. It was still great, you guys. So yeah, it's a good way to carry on the legacy, of Eddie Guerrero and all other high flyer wrestlers and all that good stuff. So good job to Dominik. Backstage, Big E talks about his triple threat title match later tonight with Apollo Crews and Big E or whatever. And so he was saying that what Sami Zayn normally always say. I don't want to go into talking about it. The second match they had, you guys, was Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro. Now this was a great match. I have to give this match a 5-star. Cesaro put up. I mean, even though the match was a tad bit short, but it still was good. So Cesaro, was bleeding on the ear. They didn't grade his screen out like they used to. Okay, you guys remember when Bobby Lashley used to bleed on the side of his head? They used to grade his screen out. But with Cesaro tonight, they did not they did not grade his screen out or anything. But the referee had gloves on, of course. And, Cesaro fought, a good match with Daniel Bryan. And Cesaro ends up winning the match by doing the little swing thing and then hitting the sharpshooter. And then I think Cesaro was losing his grip, so he starts to bend Daniel Bryan like a pretzel badly, like deep into the sharpshooter, and ends up making Daniel Bryan tap. I'm not sure Daniel Bryan let him win or how did that go, but seeing a guy like Daniel Bryan, if he did honestly tap, and if it wasn't planned that way, then I'm pretty much like, wow, you guys. I mean, dang, Daniel Bryan tap. So I have to get that a 5-star match. Those two competitors, Daniel Bryan and Cesaro, are great and talented, you guys. So after the match, Cesaro, wants to fist bump Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was looking upset, but he ends up giving Cesaro the fist bump anyway, and to walk out the ring as Shinsuke Nakamura was looking on as well. Next week, you guys, there is the returning of WWE Superstar, former World Champion, former Tag Team Champion, former Mr. Money in the Bank. Man, this guy's great. I can't wait till he come back. But the return of Seth Rollins, he will be back on SmackDown next week, you guys. So make sure that y'all tune in to Friday Night SmackDown if y'all missed it, or didn't see that little thing on SmackDown where they was talking about Seth Rollins returning. But he's returning next week, you guys. Bayley versus Ruby Riott. So Ruby Riott was, of course, with Liv Morgan, and then Billie Kay was at ringside with some pictures and all that mess she normally keeps with her. But Billie Kay was trying to push the rope, to help Ruby Riott, but it ended up being Bayley face planting Ruby Riott and hitting the 1-2-3 for the win. So that match right there, you guys, I have to give that match a 2. It could have been better, but we're gonna see where this gonna lead to with Billie Kay and the Riott Squad. So after then, you guys, we had Bianca Belair comes out. She was talking about who would she choose at WrestleMania. She said people were telling her to choose this person, one person to choose that person. Reggie comes out and say that Bianca can't beat Sasha Banks at all. Reggie said that I can understand that if you choose Asuka, but if you choose Sasha Banks, then you're not gonna win at WrestleMania. So Sasha Banks comes out and confront Belair and says she is strong, she is the toughest, but Sasha says she is the best. And so Sasha tells Bianca Belair she don't think that she can beat her. And so Reggie stops it or whatever, and ends up getting hit getting hit with Bianca Belair ponytail and then getting hit out the ring. So I think it was a sound effect that sounded like a little like her hair made like a whip sound or something, but it was pretty cool though. Good little segment. Not gonna rate it though. Roman Reigns was told by Paul Heyman backstage that Edge was there. Then they had Otis and Chad Gable versus Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Let me just say Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, the WWE Smackdown Tag Team Champions. Also, the Street Profits were watching on as well. So Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode picked up the win. Bobby Roode ends up hitting the DDT on Chad Gable, for the win. So that match right there, I have to get at a 1.5. We already know who's gonna win. No more 9 times out of 10, tag team champions always end up picking the victory. So, yep. Any question? When will the Street Profits get their tag team rematch? Because I know they've been trying to get it close. When Montez Ford was hurt, but I guess they're giving him a little time to heal before they can compete again for the tag titles. Then they had the Intercontinental Championship match. Oh, excuse me, you guys. They also had Hulk Hogan talked about 33 years ago from today that him and Andre the Giant fought 33 years ago from this day. Then they had Big E versus Sami Zayn versus Apollo Crews. Big E ends up retaining the Intercontinental title. Big E catches Crews for the big ending or whatever, because Crews was trying to sneak in the ring and Big E just snatches him up and hit the big ending for the 1, 2, 3. Alright, then Edge comes out and talking about his WrestleMania opponent. Should he choose Drew McIntyre? Should he choose Finn Balor? Should he choose Roman Reigns? And so Edge, he was trying to think, and then time's up. Roman Reigns theme song hit. He had Jey Uso, Paul Heyman, of course, with him, and then yeah. So yeah, after that happened, you guys, Roman Reigns was getting mad at Edge and saying that, you're the I mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy, you guys, of how Roman Reigns was, was saying tonight, how he was. I'm sorry, guys. Whew. Wake up. Yeah. So, anyways, Kevin Owens ends up hitting a stunner on Roman Reigns as Edge, as the show actually closes with Roman getting stunner. But as I'm just thinking, I think I said this at the beginning of my video, to where how like Kevin Owens attacked Roman Reigns. Then on Monday we seen Sheamus attack Drew McIntyre. So what, you guys? That's all I have to do for my SmackDown review. Thank you guys for tuning in to Chris Wrestling Views. It's a little late here right now. Time to actually go night, and then we'll do this again tomorrow. I should be posting like 1 or 2 videos out tomorrow. Make sure y'all check those out. If you already subscribed to me, hit that notification bell and click all so you won't miss any of my videos. Also check out some of my other content as well, and give me some ideas of what you want to see here on Chris Wrestling Views. Also make sure you follow me on one of those 3 platforms on the right hand side of your screen. And I will see y'all in my next video. I hope y'all enjoyed SmackDown tonight, and we'll see how it's gonna go next week. The Messiah, Seth Rollins, return. Hopefully he'll have a new gimmick, but who knows. Thank you for watching Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com.